we have some information given to us here. Riverton students are raising money by selling cookies and muffins. And we know how much muffins cost. They're $2.25 each. We know how much cookies cost. They're $3 each. We also have some information about how many total muffins and cookies were sold. So there's two ideas here. One idea is how much money was raised from selling these things. The other idea is how many things were sold. And those two ideas are going to make two equations. That forms a system of equations. We're going to solve that now. So let me try to first write down equations for these things. I'm going to say M equals the number of muffins. And I'm going to say C equals the number of cookies. So hopefully these will be easy to keep straight. And now I'm going to make an equation for the cost of all these goods that were sold. So $2.25 times the number of muffins plus $3 times the number of cookies equals $1,436.25. That's equation number one. The second equation has to do with how many of these things were sold. Now let's try to figure this out. This is, I'm going to use different color ink for this one so we can focus on it. So the muffins sold out, and there were 55 leftover cookies. And they started out with equal numbers of muffins and cookies. Okay, this is kind of a complicated way of saying it, but it's basically saying at the beginning of the day we had equal numbers, and at the end of the day, after selling all these things, there were 55 leftover cookies. So which sold more? That's important. I think it sounds like there were more muffins sold. So the number of muffins equals the number of cookies plus 55. Remember, this is not talking about how many muffins are sitting there at the school. It's talking about how many were sold. So the number of muffins sold was 55 more than the number of cookies. Think about it that way. Now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take this thing and I'm going to substitute it right there. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this now. I get $2.25 times C plus 55 plus 3C equals 1436.25. Okay, so I multiply this through and I have 2.25C plus, oh my gosh, 55 times 2 is 110. Here I am without a calculator. 110 divided by 4. It's going to be, ew, gross. 55 divided by 4. Well, 14? No, 1375. Okay, so we've got plus 123.75. Great. So 2.25C plus 123.75 plus 3C equals 1436.25. Okay, now I need to keep on solving this equation. I'm going to combine terms wherever I can. I've got a 5.25C now. I added my 2.25 plus my 3. And I'm going to subtract 123 from this other side. So that becomes 1,300, and the tens place is a 1. The sixth place turns into a 3, and then it drops down to a 2. Okay, I've got something like this. This is my new equation, and if I just divide each side, I can figure out C. I am not going to try to do that to you because my video is about to run out. So divide both sides by 5.25 to find C. Now, once you have C, all you need to do is plug it back into this equation. And that's how you find M. And now you have C and M. You add them up, and you have the total number of muffins and cookies sold.